Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. He should know better. Wrestling legend names the two weakest parts of Triple H's booking in WWE. Triple H regularly receives criticism for his booking, arguably just as much as he gets praise. It's only expected, considering the role he has. While understanding the game's point of view, a wrestling legend still feels that his booking is weak in two specific areas. Conan likened Triple H's situation to his own in Mexico, where he is a booker. He stated that while no booker can push everyone at the same time, he still believes that the game's booking of the tag team and women's divisions has left much to be desired. WWE is trying to move on from the Vince McMahon scandal that rocked the company nearly a year ago. There have been many questions surrounding not only others who potentially participated, but mainly those who were aware of the situation and said nothing about it. On the Cafe de Reen podcast, wrestling veteran Ben Heyman speculated that Triple H could get caught in the crossfire of the Vince McMahon legal mess. Wrestling fans will certainly be hoping that nothing like this actually happens. The game is far too valuable an asset to WWE right now, and has led to what many consider a Renaissance era. Triple H, also known as Paul Levesque, has long been regarded as one of the most influential figures in the wrestling world. From his in-ring career as the game to his backstage role as an executive in WWE, Triple H has worn many hats and earned a reputation for his creative vision, especially with his work in developing NXT. However, his booking decisions since taking on a more prominent role in WWE's main roster have not been without criticism. A wrestling legend recently weighed in, pointing out what he believes are the two weakest parts of Triple H's booking strategy, emphasizing that he should know better. This critique offers an intriguing look at the complexities of running a global wrestling brand and highlights the challenges that even the most experienced minds face when navigating the ever-changing landscape of professional wrestling. The wrestling legend, known for his candid and insightful commentary, didn't hold back when discussing the areas where he feels Triple H's booking falls short. According to him, the two primary weaknesses are overemphasis on long-term storytelling without adequate pacing. Underutilization of mid-card talent. Let's break down these points and explore the nuances behind this critique. One of Triple H's most praised qualities as a booker has been his dedication to long-term storytelling. His work in NXT was characterized by carefully crafted narratives that built over months, culminating in satisfying payoffs at major events. However, the wrestling legend argues that while long-term storytelling is a strength, the execution on the main roster has been inconsistent, particularly when it comes to pacing. The wrestling legend noted that several storylines under Triple H's leadership have started strong but fizzled out due to overly drawn-out pacing. While the intention is to build anticipation, the lack of significant developments over extended periods can lead to fan fatigue. A prime example cited was the ongoing saga involving Roman Reigns and the Bloodline, which, while compelling, has seen stretches where the plot stagnates. Fans love a good slow burn, but there's a fine line between building suspense and losing momentum, the legend explained. Triple H has mastered the art of the slow burn in NXT, but on the main roster, with a larger audience and more frequent programming, it needs to be adapted. He should know better than to let storylines drag without keeping the audience engaged. The wrestling legend suggested that one way to improve pacing is to ensure that each chapter of a storyline feels significant. Rather than saving all the major twists for premium live events, there should be meaningful developments on weekly shows to maintain interest. Additionally, incorporating more spontaneous moments could help keep fans invested. While long-term storytelling is crucial, balancing it with unexpected twists and turns can create a more dynamic and engaging product. Another area of concern highlighted was the underutilization of mid-card talent. The wrestling legend pointed out that while the main event scene under Triple H's booking has been relatively strong, the mid-card often feels neglected, with several talented wrestlers not receiving the spotlight they deserve. One of the strengths of Triple H's NXT was his ability to elevate mid-card talent, giving them meaningful storylines and character development. However, on the main roster, Many mid-card wrestlers find themselves in repetitive matches with little storyline progression. There's so much talent on the roster that's just waiting for the right opportunity, the legend remarked. But instead of building them up, they're often used as filler. Triple H knows what it takes to make a star, and it's disappointing to see so many potential breakout stars being overlooked. Examples of underutilized talent mentioned included stars like Ricochet, Chad Gable, and Shinsuke Nakamura, who have all shown incredible potential but haven't been given consistent opportunities to shine in meaningful storylines. To address this, the wrestling legend proposed a renewed focus on the mid-card titles, such as the Intercontinental and United States Championships. Historically, these titles have been stepping stones to the main event, but in recent years, they've often been treated as afterthoughts. The mid-card titles need to feel prestigious again, the legend suggested. Give these wrestlers compelling stories, let them showcase their abilities, and the fans will get behind them. Triple H has the creative mind to make it happen, but it requires a commitment to making the mid-card feel just as important as the main event. While the criticisms are valid, it's essential to acknowledge the challenges Triple H faces as a booker for WWE's main roster. The scale and scope of WWE's programming are vastly different from NXT, with multiple hours of content to fill each week and a global audience with diverse tastes. One of the biggest challenges is balancing creative vision with corporate demands. WWE is a publicly traded company with various stakeholders, including networks, sponsors, and shareholders, all of whom have expectations about the product. This corporate structure can sometimes limit the creative freedom that was more prevalent in NXT. Another challenge is catering to a larger and more diverse audience. NXT's fan base was more niche, often consisting of hardcore wrestling fans who appreciated nuanced storytelling and character development. In contrast, WWE's main roster audience includes casual viewers who may prefer more immediate gratification and high-impact entertainment. Despite these criticisms, the wrestling legend expressed optimism about Triple H's potential for growth as a booker. He acknowledged that every booker faces challenges and makes mistakes, but it's the ability to learn from those mistakes that defines their legacy. Triple H has already proven that he can create compelling wrestling television, the legend concluded. The key now is to take those lessons from NXT, adapt them for the main roster, and address the areas where things aren't working. He's got the talent, the experience, and the respect of the locker room. It's just about fine-tuning the approach. Triple H's tenure as a top booker in WWE is still relatively new, and like any role of this magnitude, it comes with a learning curve. The critiques from the wrestling legend highlight areas that, if addressed, could significantly enhance WWE's product. The overemphasis on long-term storytelling without adequate pacing and the underutilization of mid-card talent are challenges that can be overcome with thoughtful adjustments. With his deep understanding of the wrestling business and a proven track record of success, Triple H is well-positioned to refine his booking approach and continue shaping WWE's future. As fans and insiders continue to watch his progress, one thing is clear. The evolution of Triple H as a booker will be as fascinating to follow as his legendary in-ring career.